At this time, we'll have CW4, Gregory Sellers.
Good afternoon, all. I'm Chief Warrant Officer retired Gregory Sellers. I'm the last president of the Black Heritage Committee. Right. It's an honor for me to say a few words about the men and women of the Black Heritage Committee who preserve the history, contribution, and achievements of African Americans in the Arkansas National Guard. In 1996, we had 40 members of the committee. 9 of those members today will be honored. And how did they get started? In 1982, I met a wonderful man, Major Berger, who was an equal opportunity specialist for the Arkansas National Guard. He used his special skills of statistics, factual written reports, and his own personal style of negotiation, determination to keep the Guard leadership and management attentive to the problems of minorities and females within the Arkansas National Guard. Major Berger was a driving force behind the creation of the Arkansas National Guard Black Heritage Committee in 1987 and served as the first chairman and president of that committee. In February 1991, Major Berger published the first volume of a look at history's missing pages by the Black Heritage Committee Book Committee. We dedicated that book to Dr. Carter Godwin Woodson. In 1926, Dr. Woodson of the Association for the Studies of Negro Life and History inaugurated Negro History Week, and 50 years later, the association expanded the commemoration to encompass the whole entire month. We dedicated that book to Staff Sergeant Coretta Taylor and to Dr. Woodson. Sergeant Coretta Taylor, who so many other historical black patriots, waged her own personal war for the sake of equality. Sergeant Taylor was the first black female recruiter and the third to join the Arkansas National Guard. My favorite edition of those look at history missing pages was volume 6. It was our anniversary edition in 1997, when we have 2 of our adjutant generals that wrote messages to our program and to our booklet. The Adjutant General Melvin Thrash, his farewell message to the Black Heritage Committee. As I reflect on the numerous programs and events that I have taken since my inception, I cannot help marvel at the achievements and initiatives of the Black Heritage Committee, BHC. The BHC led the way in developing programs that honor the celebration and achievements of African Americans. Martin Luther King Parade, community book programs, gospel programs, cultural fashion shows, just to name a few of their successes. The incoming Adjutant General, greetings from the incoming Adjutant General, Major General Morrow. Congratulations on over 10 years of successfully recording and preserving the contribution and milestones of the African American in the Arkansas National Guard. I'd like to take a special moment here to say thank you to so many people that have made this journey possible. They provided guidance, provided opportunity, provided mentorship, setting the example, keeping a positive attitude, and doing the right thing. Lieutenant Colonel Wayne Berger. Colonel Berger, he should have been a lawyer. If he would argue your case for you. He once told me that, Greg, you are the chosen one. I said, why do you say that, sir? Because you are fast-tracking the leadership ladder. Then there was Colonel Nathan McGee, who was my friend and mentor. He's the one that had a positive attitude, seemed like to me in any situation. I would go to his office and he would greet me. I asked him, Colonel, how's it going today? He would say, Greg, if it got any better, I couldn't stand it. I feel like that today, Colonel. If it got any better, I couldn't stand it. He was there for me when I thought that I was being overlooked for a job. I was trying to apply for a job, and they would surprise me with a test, prerequisite for the job, which they had never done. They wanted me to work on or start up a piece of communication equipment that was not part of the system any longer. And he came in and intervened for me, and we got that straightened out. And that was not part of the requirement for retirement anymore. This General Lynn Pippin, but one other time that I thought I was being overlooked for a job. And the union wouldn't stand up for me, because the union was always looking for the next higher job, and mine was a pretty high-profile denial. So I went to the Chief of Staff, and I asked General Pippin, or Colonel at the time, what do I need to do to make it in this organization? And Colonel Pippin says, Greg, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about it. And I left there with that attitude that I was doing the right thing. I had a no-nonsense leadership. And that gets you in trouble sometimes when you're leading by the book. You know, I went to several, or at least a couple of negotiations, arbitrations that the HRO had to pay for, where people accused me of being a racist because of the fact they did not get the job. My philosophy was to hire the right person for the right job, regardless of being a friend or not. And so I had to go to arbitration on that. And the second one, I went to arbitration because my employee thought I was racist. And so I was racist because I hired another white employee that was more qualified. Well, both of those was thrown out for various reasons, and because I was promoting the soldiers' well-being along the way, and they would ask questions. If if Chief Settles was against you, why would he promote you the first time? You know, if Chief Settles was racist, why would he do these things, do that thing? Then there was Colonel William Johnson. Colonel William Johnson had a mild-mannered way of leading. He was not only a friend to me while I was in uniform, he became a friend to me after I got out of the uniform. When he would come to me when he needed historical information on Black history in our time. Then there was Major General, Brigadier General Tony Shepard, my roommate in Camp Shelby. That's right. Prior to going to Iraq. And Major General Colonel Penn, who was my commander in Iraq. Each one of these gentlemen, has a story that I can tell because we were close in our job and doing our duty, whether it was at home or whether it was in combat. At this time, if you were a member of the Arkansas National Guard Black Heritage Committee, from 1982 to 1997, would you please stand? I can't help but thank these people for what they have done, and the book that is coming out or out, I am so proud to see their names involved in that. It's just been a great experience. But last but not least, I would not be standing up here. I would not know any of you. Because when I got out of the Air Force, I took a one-year break and I was going to school for electronics degree. And my wife came home one day with a business card from a recruiter, Art Coleman. And he was recruiting soldiers from a beauty shop. And he gave my wife a card. And my wife gave me that card. And if she had to give me that card, I would not be here today. And she has been my wife she has been on that journey with me for 52 years. And when she gave me that card, there was no discussion afterwards. So here I am speaking to you today. And it has been a pleasure and an honor for me to stand before some of my peers and some of the people that I look dearly up to. I would not be here. I see Colonel Jones back there. And I want to say thank you. Oh.
Do we have any questions for CW4 Gregory Sells?
Where were you born and raised, Chief?
Sir,
Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Whoa.
I was drafted. I was drafted and went into the Air Force for 8 years. And it just so happened that the day that I came into the military, it was on my wife's birthday.
Yes, ma'am. I think we have one question.
Yes.
what measures are you taking to make sure that the legacies and the stories and the history continues?
After I retired, and excellence and accomplishments were still going on after the Black Heritage Committee had dissolved, and I had come up with an idea to make a couple of panels to put all the names on. And I started that journey with Brigadier General Johnson. He was the first addition that I put onto the panel. And the last that I put on the panel was Brigadier General Shepard. I had run out of room. And Brigadier General Shepard's committee took that idea and made it into a book. And we have expanded the number of accomplishments of Black African American soldiers today. And if there's still room for more.